Welcome back to Kitchen Sink Back, where last episode I ranted about mechanism for like an entire hour or something stupid like that. Who cares? Well, not an entire hour. It was more like 17 minutes. But way overtime for us, because we do not accept going extra time for making video. Only 14 minutes or shorter. But anyway, today our goal is very simple. We must produce 3 machines. 2 chemical confusers, 2 chemical infusers, 2 chemical device machines, whatever you want to call them. We're going to have to produce 2 of them. Much like mechanism, they will make you confused. Trust me, bro. These do not have any good physics. They're very interesting machines. Anyway, we're going to shove in this, because all of the machines will need a dynamic tank in the center, as you can see. And then they will all need 4 of these on the outside, so I need to make 12 osmium ingots. Do you have... No. Oh. Yes, I do have the 12 osmium ingots I need. So this is it, my friends. This is the end. We have reached the end of the road. So now it's the chemical oxidizer. We need 2 circuits. We need 2 circuits for them as well. Thankfully, we have 2 electronic circuits from IC2 to get us started towards our goal. So boom, that's done. We're making... Okay, I need some of them as well, but I needed the other stuff. Okay, so I will take out half of these, and then half of these, and then half of these, and that will give me all of the circuits I need, I think. Yes. Alright, so I'll need 12 iron ingots then, because I was being dumb. And technically I only need 11. No, I need 9. That gives me 12. Alright, okay, I'm making mistakes left and right here. Shove this in the bin. So, that is our first machine technically done. The problem with this machine is that it costs one of these, which also costs another circuit. Which is kind of annoying, but at the end of the day, it's night and everything's going to be oil right. No, I'm joking. We're going to need the osmium. Where is the osmium at? It's gonna be in one of these bins. Or actually, we don't have osmium because we're out, and I need to actually... Oh. Ha ha ha, nice joke. What a joker. Okay, well, we're producing stuff to put the things together, and we're making the things from the stuffs. See what I mean? This is going pretty well. Maybe, if you're lucky, I'll take you to Greg Tech Community Edition unofficial world, where I reach steel after 9 hours, apparently. Yeah, that's probably not the best time. Honestly, if I was speedrunning Blast Furnace, I would have it in like 10 minutes. But I had to jump through a bunch of stuff to make it, and I was just doing it for fun, so I'm not trying to... Speedrunning fun? Like, is it... How do you have fun speedrunning? I don't understand. I like the way this looks. I have never put much focus on how these detail look, but I see that this is very good looking. Like, when I look at it right now, this has got a lot more pixels than what I see in a normal Minstraft block. Or does it? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Oh, yes, now we must infuse, confuse, and defuse the situation. My friends, we are doing quite a good job. Okay, so we have officially made some osmium ingots. Osmium, yes. We have the osmium we need for making the stuff and things. 2 oak logs will go into this, and they will make our security table thingy, which is just a chest, and then piece of glass, a piece of basic circuit, and this stuff. Believe it or not, this is not a tutorial on how to do this, because this is just kitchen sink back, and it's just me having fun. I guess I could have fun making tutorial videos, but that is not my thing. I just enjoy having fun with the mods, and then also complaining about them sometimes. But hey, that's I think everybody complains about something every once in a while. So this is our start for the actual sulfuric acid production. What you need to do is have one of these guys who makes the sulfuric acid, or makes the sulfur dioxide, and then making sulfur dioxide is a pain in the butt. To realize that pretty quickly, that we'll need to do a bunch of stuff and things for it. But anyway, let's begin with the next thing, which is going to be the production of chemical infusers. Now, the chemical confuser recipes are very simple. Now you need 1 for the other thing. You need 2 for this thing, right? So check this out. You start off with your sulfur dioxide, which we make in this thing, and then you add it to oxygen to get sulfur trioxide. Boom. There you go. Sulfur trioxide goes to the next stage. So it's gonna be kind of weird to orient these machines in a way that's very efficient because, I mean, you could pipe around and stuff. Yeah. But you don't want to be piping around. It's stupid and wastes a lot of materials that could be used in other stuff. And this is not like Greg Tech where steel is easy to get because you can just make it in a blast furnace with 1 coal coke or some charcoal blocks or something like that. No, this is much more painful. Well, actually it isn't. It's not as painful, but it is painful when you don't have steel. So that's the difference. Greg Tech is kind of easy when you have the ability to make steel in such a way. I wish I had it in this mod pack because then I'd be making so much steel. But it's much harder in other ways, and then it takes you 6 years to get this to the actual making steel. You need to put in 9 hours to get to your steel production, my friend. In this one, you can just make steel straight away once you have a pulverizer. Why are we comparing and contrasting Greg Tech with this? They're not even similar. What is this? Okay. Well, as you can see, I have set up these universal cables for the actual line itself. This is going to get messy. I got a feeling that this is going to get messy. Sulfuric acid and the stuff and things must go together inside of one of these machines. Basically, what I'm thinking is we remove this guy. We put this guy where he belongs, underneath this guy. See what I mean? He goes under here. He's not actually supplying him water, which is stupid. Configure. I cannot even configure his side, so I believe he works if I put the actual water supply back here. He will work. Yeah, he's working now. Alright, so that will work for now. But I'm gonna need a way of getting oxygen to our first chemical infuser, taking, which I guess will be... Alright, so I think I'm gonna put this right here. Basically, I will put this right where this is, and then have the oxygen coming from that side. Or no? No? No, you don't take an oxygen or something? Ah, I need to connect the pipe probably. It's probably been disconnected from the actual grid because I do stuff like that sometimes where I make sure the pipes don't connect because Mechanism has a horrible problem where you just can randomly connect pipes together and it causes issues. Change to normal. Perfect. And then there we go. We have our actual sulfur trioxide production kind of. That's kind of what we needed, but there's more to it than this, but you have to actually put in this stuff. Well, the sulfur dioxide needs to be made somewhere in this line. But I'm pretty sure I can actually put it in through the back of the machine. So if I have the sulfur dioxide made up here, we'll just go, no. Chemical oxidizer needs to be... Does the chemical oxidizer need oxygen to do its job? No, it just does it straight away. So it oxidizes sulfur in a very quick fashion. This is probably the best way of making sulfuric acid then. Well, it's not really, but it's good enough. It does the job. Why is it always sideways, bro? Like, why is it always gotta be sideways? Okay, so it gets energy. It's going to take sulfur dioxide, put it in the back of this guy. That's just a few pipes as we're gonna need for this. Unless I can find some way to avoid piping with this. Which, I mean, I don't think I can. So, that's that. Anyway. Wait a second. What am I doing putting this up here? Like, what am I actually doing putting that up there? Like, I could just put it right here and it... Why is it always placed sideways? That's wrong. That's wrong. Stop placing the machine sideways. What is this? Okay, so that's the solution to our problem, is the connection of this machine to this machine. Basically now I can throw in a stack of sulfur from my oil refining setup. Where is that? Where's that? It's right here. Is there more sulfur over there, by the way? I can just grab the HBM mod sulfur and shove it in the machine, and it will do stuff for our actual mechanism setup. Beautiful. HBM 112 edition compatibility is amazing. No, it isn't. It's actually rubbish, but hey. It's on 1710, HBM mod is amazing. On 112, it's questionable. And we're on 112, so I highly recommend you go play 1710 version of HBM mod. It's just the best version of HBM mod ever made. Well, of course it is, because, I mean, ow. Because it is. It's just what it is. Anyway, we're getting our stuff from this machine here. He's giving us the exhaust, energy. Yeah, amazing stuff. There is no smokestacks in this version of HBM mod, so... And also that's from immersive engineering, so I don't think it would be compatible anyway. Unless there's pollution for that mod. But I know 1710 probably would have, like, compatibility for that. 1710 has compatibility for, like, random stuff. Like, mechanism compatibility? You wanna make the actual thingy on 1710? Oh, you're going to have to spend 60 years making this thing on 1710 if you play with HBM mod. And mechanism. I'm not sure why you would even do that, because that's a horrible sin. It's a horrible sin. Now I can chemically oxidize my sulfur. Or not. Or is it time for the Ordictionifier, or whatever the heck it's called? Or Dictionaryifier. So you see this thing here? This is actually an amazing machine, it looks like. A dictionary is made with... Okay, I can make that thing, no problem. I am excited to make my first Ordictionifier ever. I've never made one of them. So, that's going to be a first for me. I mean, I think it is. What do you think? Think it's not a first for me or something? I don't know what you're doing at that point. 1, 2, 3 of these guys, and I'll get started on that thing. But I also need to make a second of the other machine. And then we'll be able to turn our HBM mod sulfur into mechanism sulfur. Which is probably stupid and probably dumb, but it is what we have to do. The Ordictionifier solves every single problem, I think, maybe, with mod compatibility stuff reasons. Anyway, this might be an issue, but I can't do anything about it. Okay, it's not an issue. Okay, perfect. So, we now need to get water vapor in through this side, and this is probably the most compact I've ever done this setup, where I've got it in, like, a few machines. I'm still gonna need to do some stupid wiring to get the water vapor to this thing, unless I move stuff. But... Okay, we cannot have this thing... Okay, so we're not gonna be able to do that. That won't work, obviously, but... This will actually be able to make stuff pretty easily. And also, it won't need many pipes. Awesome! I'm actually happy with this setup. This is actually beautiful. And it looks beautiful too, honestly. Like, I do like the way the mechanism machines look. I'm gonna say that is a positive for mechanism. You get +1 point of brownie point. Yes, you see? Mechanism is kind of okay, but I do not care about looks, really. I care about realism, functionality. I mean, Greg Tech might look like rubbish to some people. In my opinion, it doesn't look like rubbish, but it looks amazingly beautiful. Honestly, like... But its realism is so high that it wouldn't matter if it looks like rubbish to some people. It is just beautiful, as is, because it is so good. So realistic. Well, not depends on which version of Greg you're playing. If you're playing Supersymmetry Greg Tech, then yes, it's the realism is unreal. If you're playing GTNH, there's magic. Go away. So to make a dictionary, you just take a piece of paper, and a piece of leather. I feel like we've been in this place before where we need to make a book for some reason. And I don't think it goes well whenever we need to make a book. You know why I think we've been in this place before? Because I think we had to make a book for something else. And it was not very good. Not very fun to make books. Anyway, we do have leather. And we do have, I believe, growing down somewhere, there should be sugarcane. Actually, no. Sugarcane is rubbish. You don't need sugarcane where you're going. No. No. That's not how that works. You need paper. Anyway, to make this, you need 3 pieces of paper, or 3 pieces of sawdust. And to make sawdust, you just need a machine like this thing, and you have it set up here, like so, and you shove in your pieces of wood of choice. In this case, I choose unburned rubbish wood. Never mind, rubbish wood is not working for us today. We must go chop down a new tree. Oh,